Alright, one and all. Today I wanted to show you something that I sort of glossed over in the video from the other day, but it's a tip and a trick that you're going to find a lot of ways to use. When I got to the point where I was trying to add up these numbers, we saw that it couldn't happen because this is text. These are numbers. What we would like to do is figure out a way to turn this into a number. Make Excel look at this as a number. Well, the first thing that's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to pull out this 2, this 8, and this 6. I'm going to have to pull out this 1, the 0, the 0, right on down the line. And then I'll have to pull out this 1 and these 3 zeros. I'll pop those over into another column, do a little bit of massage into it to turn it into numbers, and then Excel will be able to work with it. So how will we do that? Well, first thing I want you to buy into is that this 286 space gal, I need to get 3 characters out of here. And this number 6 is in the number 3 position. That's in the 3 position. I need to extract 3 digits. We come down to the 1000. This very last 0 is in the number 4 position. I need to extract 4 digits. So the pattern here is the last digit in the number is the number of characters that I need to extract out of the left side of this cell. Let's just jump into it, and I think it'll make more sense. For starters, we're going to find where this space is and then use that to calculate the last position of the number in that cell. Alright, equal, find, open parentheses, and let's bring up the Arguments Dialog box. And the way you do that from here, you have to enter in the function, you have to put the open parentheses, then Ctrl A. Now this will help guide us along, and we'll put the right thing in the boxes. Alright, find text. What is find text? Find text is the text you want to find. Use double quotes. We'll ignore the rest of that for the moment. But it wants to know what is the text that we're looking for. Well, I'm looking for a space. I want to know where is this space between 286 and gal. So I'll just hit my space bar, then I'll move on to the next box by clicking in it. Alright, now it wants to know where is the within text. What is within text? Within text is the text containing the text you want to find. That's this cell right here. This is the text we want it to look at in order to find this space. These 2 arguments are in bold. You've got to put those in there. This is in regular font style. That's optional. And I can't ever think of a time that I've needed that. You can read about it, but it'll be a rare thing when you need that. So we're ready to hit OK. It tells us that the space we're looking for is in position 4. I'm going to double click and send that down. Alright, so it looks like most all these are in position 4. This is an exception. What's going on here? Oh, this is the one that has 4 digits in the number, so that space is 1 over. It's in position 5. Now, the goal of this whole thing was to find out how many digits, how many numbers are in this cell. This has 4 numbers in it, which is 1 less than 5. This one has 3 digits in it, which is 1 less than 4. I'm starting to see a pattern. Let's modify this thing. We're going to modify all of these formulas at one time. The way you do that is select them all, press F2 on your keyboard, and now we're in edit mode. Alright, I want to subtract 1 from the number that this thing returned. And you'll recall it returned 4. All we have to do is subtract 1 and do Ctrl Enter, and it's going to change all these formulas at the same time. Normally you'd hit Enter, and if you hit Enter, it's only going to change this formula. But Ctrl Enter changes them all. Now this number is the location of the space minus 1. It's 3, and that happens to be the number of digits that I want to pull out of here. Let's go down to that 1000. It's right here. Here is the location of the space minus 1, which happens to be the number of digits that I want to pull out of that cell. Alright, we're ready to modify this formula one more time. So I'm going to select them all. We'll do this all at one time. Alright, and we're going to put this into edit mode by pressing F2. And we're going to nest this function inside the left function. What the left function does is it pulls out characters from the left side of a cell. So equal left, open parentheses, open parentheses, wants to know where is the text that we're looking for. It's right over here. Follow that with a comma. Now it wants to know how many characters. Well, this function, you'll recall, calculated the number of characters. So we don't have to enter that. It's already been put in. All right, let's close it with the parentheses. And we're ready to hit Ctrl Enter. Check it out. We've got the numbers, even the 1000, all the way down the line. Only problem is these are left aligned. Left aligned means that this is text. And this formula that is our summation formula is not calculated because it still sees this as text. Here's our next little trick. If you perform any mathematical function on something that kind of sort of looks like a number, Excel will turn this into a number. That's mumbo jumbo. I'll have to show you what I'm talking about. So I have all of these cells selected. There's a formula in here. We're going to modify the formula. Press F2. All right. What can we do to the number that's being generated here and not affect its value? Let me press F9 just to show you what that evaluates to. That evaluates to 286. All right, I'm going to do Ctrl Z to back out of that. If we were to multiply that by 1, it would still be 286. So let's do that. Times 1. We've performed a mathematical function on this number that's coming across as text. Control Enter to apply that change to all the functions, and check it out. It's moved over to the right side. So now, as far as Excel is concerned, this is really and truly a number, and hooray, hooray, our sum formula, our sum function, is now totaling up all of these numbers. So we were able to pull the 286 out and then tell Excel that this is a number. So that's how you pull things out of cells using other things. And in this case, we use the location of this space. That's a little convoluted, but I think if you watch this one more time, you will get it. See you later.